baby carpet.
Lord, if y'all only knew the behind the scenes.
The bloopers are us.
The bloopers. I need to put out a blooper show.
I'm serious.
It would be hilarious.
Because I don't call the whole runner a baby carpet.
I said, no, she didn't. The shade of it, though. Hey, good people. Did y'all miss me? Did y'all miss me? I know I wasn't on last Monday, but I told you that I would come back on here and tell y'all about this man that I flew out, right? But I ain't going to tell y'all. We got to get into tonight. Yes, I had a great time in Cabo. But I will say y'all had a great time in Cabo. And if you haven't been to Cabo, you should go.
Definitely.
Cabo need to pay me for that. But no, I had a ball. And if you ever get a chance to go to Cabo, hit your girl up and I'll tell you exactly where I stayed with you the whole night. It was lovely, lovely, lovely. Good Monday, people. Yes. Good Monday. Some of y'all know who this is. You've seen it on the couch before. If not, stay tuned because you're about to find out.
Yes.
Have you ever felt like you've been holding your breath? Not for seconds, but for seasons. That's a long time.
That's a long, long time.
Mm-hmm. Like life just keep piling on responsibilities, expectations, and disappointments. That's a lot. Okay. And somewhere in the middle of it all, you forgot what it feels like to exhale.
Yeah.
See, we don't just survive anymore. We've missed what I like to call opportunities because we've mastered. You see, we've learned how to put those masks on.
The facades.
Those facades.
Yes.
So we don't survive anymore. We just go with the flow. Yeah. We've actually perfected, which I talked about how I perfected, just pushing through. I've discussed that before. We just perfected pushing through. It's just a lot that we do.
The pusher culture.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yep. We've become experts at saying, I'm good. Ooh, yes. I'm guilty of that saying, I'm good. When deep down, we are exhausted. Yeah, I'm just exhausted right now thinking about this episode. Woo! But we gotta unpack it. We gotta talk about it. We gotta get into it. Hey, y'all. So tonight, get ready. I'm asking the real questions. Yes. Why are we still holding our breath? Who told you not to exhale? Think about that for a minute. Who told you not to exhale? I want you to answer that. I need you to ask yourself, have you been surviving so long that peace feels unfamiliar?
That's a
I
word.
told you we going there tonight.
That's a word. Yeah.
Go ahead now and tag your BFF, your cousin, them, your co-workers, your aunties, your uncles, your brother. I need you to just go ahead and just start tagging people. Yes. Because we're about to help the people over here.
And then some.
Just tag everybody in your family and friends circle. Because tonight, we are finally going to exhale. We're going to do it tonight, y'all. Yes. We're going to do it tonight. I would like to welcome everybody to the I Am Qiana Skills podcast, where truth meets transformation. This is the space for real talk, real people, and relevant conversations. No gossip, just gems. Now listen, before we go any further, I need y'all to lean in because something big is happening right here in Nashville, Tennessee. Do y'all even know what it is? I know some of you know because y'all been purchasing them tickets, baby. May the 29th. Like I said, something big is happening. It is going down. Mixology, music, trivia. Woo, at Meridian Street Cafe from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Come on, Nashville and surrounding counties. Go ahead, get your tickets on Eventbrite. This is not just another event. This is an experience. Yes, an experience. So you need to be in the place. I'm talking vibes, connections, music, energy. A night out you didn't even know you needed. Baby, If you've been saying you need a break, check that off your list. We got something for you May 29th, Meridian Street Cafe, mixology, music, trivia.
Mm.
If you've been saying you need to get out the house, check that box off. Got something for you May 29th. I got you. That is
Sounds
on
like
the
a good
Friday.
time.
It's going to be one, girl. It's going to be one. Get your tickets now. Grab them tickets now on the Eventbrite before they're gone. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Pull up so you can be in the room. Your girl is waiting on you. Yes, get them tickets. Yes, I want to also say thank you to everyone that has purchased a ticket so far. Love you, love you. Can't wait to meet you and can't wait to get down and vibe with you and your tribe. So everybody, grab your tribe and let's vibe May the 29th. It's going down. Meridian Street Cafe, 6 to 10 p.m., Nashville, Tennessee. And speaking of experiences, the Closet Experience Boutique, I got to give them a shout out.
Yes.
It's grateful for all of its experiencers. And we invite you to become one too. Because this isn't just fashion, it's an experience. Step into your confidence, elevate your style, and express your evolution through what you wear. Visit theclosetexperience.com and use code PODCAST, that's PODCAST, and save 10% on your order. Go ahead and visit theclosetexperience.com and save that 10% with code PODCAST, PODCAST. Now, y'all ready to get into tonight's conversation, right?
Yes.
Waiting to exhale. This episode is for the ones who have been strong for too long, the ones who carry it all silently, the ones who show up, perform, pour out, but rarely pause long enough to pour back into themselves. We're diving deep into the emotional weight we've normalized, the silent pressure to hold it together, and the truth about what happens when you don't give yourself permission to release. Ooh, I said a mouthful right there.
I mean,
it's a lot to think about.
The whole conversation is a mouthful and a half.
Yes, because holding your breath might help you survive the moment, but it was never meant to be your lifestyle.
No.
Tonight, we're unpacking what we've been carrying, why we've been carrying it, and how we finally give ourselves permission to let it go and exhale for real. What Keisha Cole say, let it go, let it go. Ooh, I don't know why that song just played in my head.
I don't know. The whole Waiting to Exhale movie soundtrack.
Yeah, like I don't know what. Yes, yes.
Coming to mind from.
Yes. That when you done said that, wait a minute. Yes.
I'm telling you. The whole soundtrack.
Yes.
The whole soundtrack.
Oh, and my favorite song, everybody knows I'm a Mary fan, so Not Gonna Cry. Baby. Woo, but we might do a little crying tonight because crying is going to release. Sometimes you got to cry to get that release in.
Yeah. You got different manners and different modes.
Yes, you have to.
Exhaling and letting your body, like, let it go. Some let it go in breath. Some let it go in tears. Some let it go in talk. Some let it go with going to a break room or rage room. So just finding whichever way to let it go.
And listen, y'all, I could not have this conversation with just anybody. I had to bring back someone who understands not just what we go through, but what our bodies hold on to, what our energy carries, and what healing actually requires. She's no stranger to the blue velvet couch. Y'all already know what she brings to the table. She's a healer. She's intentional. And she has a gift for helping women release what they didn't even know they were holding on to.
Correct.
So go ahead and get comfortable. Turn your volume all the way up. And welcome to the couch, the powerful, the gifted, muscle and energy whisperer herself, Erica Williams. Oh, my braces ain't loud enough today, but hey, that's gonna be our new little thing when we wear the bracelet shake. So you know what? If you at home, give a bracelet shake if you got your bracelet on. I just be coming up with stuff.
I love that.
Yes,
I
I
love
just
that.
be coming up with stuff. Welcome back to the couch. How are you?
Great, great, and thank you for having me.
Well, thank you. You know, I just love when people want to be over here on the couch. It just makes me feel all good because I'm here to help the people, help the people.
That part, that part.
So you ready to do that?
I'm ready.
Because you know we're going to jump right on into this thing.
In the deep end. Come
so
on,
we're going to
go.
start. You know how I start. We're going to go whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, I think I caught some. Okay, let me start.
Really,
yes. So let's start right here, Erica.
Okay.
When was the last time you actually felt at peace, not distracted, not just coping, and not pushing through, but truly at peace? Or have you been holding your breath so long that you didn't even recognize what exhaling feels like anymore?
The last time I would say for myself was probably last night.
Okay.
I make it a habit and a ritual to let go every single day. Whatever has happened in the day, I do roses. I do an activity that I call roses and thorns.
Okay, what's that?
Roses and thorns. You say something positive about what you've learned, what has happened, something uplifting. Okay. And then also you go through the thorns, like what didn't work out, what agitated you, what didn't quite go as planned. And somewhere in the middle, you have gratitude.
Ooh,
and
yes.
you have the gratitude, and that gratitude increases not only your latitude, how far you can go, but your altitude. And you gotta let that stuff go so that you can go higher. And so that's why I always have that process of decompressing every day. When I come home from, chakra balancing or doing umpteen mini massages in a day, people always be like, oh, you should be tired. I would be tired. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, I'm operating in my passion. Yes, it's taxing on my body and my mind and my spirit. But guess what? I get to go home and take care of myself. Because if I don't pour into myself, I can't pour into others. And I also I have the practice of pouring into others from my overflow. So I go home and I pour into myself. Everything from sitting in my sauna, like what's the name, to getting on my shake board, to making sure I make myself some tea, making sure I eat, that I eat and I don't eat late, and I eat good food. Making sure that I take the time to read a book. Read a book. Like, seriously. Just decompress. And actually sit there and breathe. No lights, no TV, no phone. I plug the phone up outside of my bedroom to keep me from picking up my phone. Like, what happened on
Because she told
YouTube?
Me good night. What you say? Bye-bye, good night last night. I said, ooh. I said, I guess night. Well, yeah, you said nothing, and I said, I guess I need to get into bed too then.
She's like, I'm still over here on vacation mode. LOL. And I was like, oh, that's nice. Night.
I said, ooh, I guess that was her cue to say, girl, I'm going to bed. Don't you say nothing else back.
And if you say, I won't see it till in the morning time.
But I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Because when I thought about this, I had to check myself. Because being real about this, it was a time I felt true peace was something in the back. There always had to be some background noise. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm going to try to explain to the best of my ability.
Okay.
From my standpoint. It's like when I think I'm about to be at peace or want to be at peace, I guess because I do so much, I'm hearing background noise. Okay. Like it's always, oh, did I do, like I'm checking on this, checking on that, instead of just really taking the moment to settle in. Okay. Does it, you get what I'm saying? It's almost like sometimes I never get to enjoy the moment.
It's almost like you're trying to ask yourself, your inner self, for permission to enjoy the peace.
Yes, and most times, yes, that's it exactly. Like I have all these good moments, successful moments, all these accolades, this and that, and I take those moments in. Right. But then it's like I'm on to the next thing. Yes. Oh, we got to do this. I got to be here. I got this engaged. It's like, do I really sit in it? It just made me wonder, do I really take the time to sit in it? It's almost like, okay, I got this. Now I'm on to this.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. It's a dichotomy, and it's a balance between your supreme creativeness and somewhere in your inner child or in your childhood, you were trying to overcome not feeling enough, not feeling deep down like you are enough, were enough. And so you're constantly, like, the programming in the back of your head
Mhm.
is constantly trying to find other things to constantly prove, show and prove to yourself. You're not showing and
Yeah, I was
proving
gonna
to
say, and that's
others.
my thing. It's
You're
always like if
showing
I
and prove to
say I'm gonna do
yourself.
something, it's like I
Yes.
gotta execute it. It's like
Mm-hmm.
I'm always my worst critic. It's like I got if I put it out there in
Yes.
that atmosphere, it's like, oh, I gotta get this down. Like it's gotta go
And
this
it's
way.
gonna
Like
be
it's
perfect.
yeah,
Or it's gonna be
and
great.
it's funny because I never thought of myself as a perfectionist,
Mm.
but in a sense, I kind of am. Because I'd be like, oh, this got to go like this. But then it also that I'm a structural part. Like everything has to be
Yes.
structured for me.
Yes.
I don't like a lot of chaos. It has to be A, B, C, D, E,
You
F,
got
G.
Virgo in your chart somewhere.
She don't look at all that.
Oh,
I-
no.
I
We're
was
gonna
just
have to
saying,
do that next time.
Everybody
I
always
keep
wants to
trying
have
to
those
tell her.
conversations
Keep
with
trying to
me.
tell her.
Don't worry, we're gonna do some
I'm
natal charts
like,
around here.
honey, I don't get into all that.
Don't worry, I'll show you.
I just be like, honey, I am what I am.
Exactly. But even more when I do
Mhm.
your natal chart, because I do that one for free, because I just
What's
want to
it-
know.
Now, what is that consist of?
So all I need
Mhm.
is your birth date, your birth time, and place of birth,
Mhm.
and I literally chart the stars exactly as they were at the time of your birth, and that shows you not only your personality,
Mhm.
it shows you where your growth is, areas of growth, blocks, challenges, hindrances, all the different things that you're great at, so that you can utilize that information
Mhm.
to navigate life a little with a little bit more agency and a little bit more autonomy. And then too, you be like, that is facts. I am like that. That
Oh,
makes
so it's another
sense.
form of self-reflection.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to do that because I
Mhm.
think that would really work for me. I really do.
Mm-hmm. Like my grandmother used to always say, there's nothing new underneath the
Mhm.
sun, the moon, and the stars. And that's
Yep.
the reason why she said it. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that's
Mhm.
deep. I don't think I've ever heard of that term.
Mm-hmm.
Like as far as getting that done. Now I did. Oh my goodness, it's been so long ago. I can't even. We did something at one of my jobs where we did. I think I was green or was I red? You know. So what's that called? The personality.
Personality. It's like the color coding.
Yeah,
of
but I
personality.
forgot
You got
what
the
it.
blues, the reds, the yellows, the
Yes,
greens.
but I forgot the name. But anybody know the name of that? Put in the chat because I forgot. It's been over.
And that's off the top of my head.
I was saying,
it'll come to me.
I can't think of it, but I think that was something it told me when I started looking into what my personality trait. I was like, oh, this is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of them was I like stuff structured. Like
Yep.
I don't like stuff to be out of whack. Give it to me. I don't like a lot of gray and black and white.
Yeah.
And it's probably sometimes
Yeah,
why
that's
it's hard
true.
for me to, as we talking about excelling, we can tie that into it because it's stuff be all over the place. You can't when your life is chaotic. You can't do a lot of excelling.
Mm-mm.
You just can't. It's
Nope.
too much pressure.
It's clutter. It's clutter. It's literally like
Mhm.
it's emotional and physical clutter
Yep.
that you can't like take. You can't like when we try to do uh guided meditations,
Mhm.
always think about wide open spaces.
Mm.
Meadows. You're always outside. You ain't in the middle of Times Square with this,
With all
that
that noise.
all that noise
Yes.
and Grand Central Station.
Because you're not going to be able to focus on what you're supposed to be focusing on. But a lot of that also is that push through mode that I was speaking of earlier as we was coming into this episode. We're in push, like everything is push mode, fast paced, like Times Square. You know, it's Times Square, it's fast paced. Every time you look at it's do. Even the media, it's always going and to the next one, to the next one. It's looping.
Yep.
That's how some of our lives are. We just looping, and looping.
Yes.
And at what point do somebody hit the slow down button? Because we need this. And if you can relate right now, I need you to pause and just think about it. Say me if you can relate that your life is just seems like it's looping. Because I know I'm going to raise my hand. Let me type me in the chat because, baby, I feel like I'm be on a loop.
She said me with the cat, all caps.
All caps, baby.
Oh,
That's
Lord.
me down there with all caps, baby. But I'm gonna I want to say this, and I need y'all to hear me. And hear me real, real good. All jokes aside, I need y'all to understand this, that strength without release becomes suffocation.
And toxic.
I need y'all to let that sink in. And I'm going to say it one more time. I'm going to slow this down because I don't want to run through this. Because I told you, I'm here to help y'all tonight. I'm here to help the people, help the people. Oh, we're here to help the people, help the people. So, strength without release becomes suffocation. And let me take it a step further. Some of us aren't strong.
That's true.
You know what's wrong with us? We're unsupported.
That's true.
I'm saying this real slow because I don't want to run through anything tonight because this is a powerful episode. Sometimes we just got to let it marinate.
Thank you.
You got to let it, what's my homegirl Glorilla say? You got to let it cook.
Come on through with it.
Because we've been learning how to survive without what we actually need. And you're not alone out there. We sitting here, we go through the same thing.
Yep.
We're just able to talk about it on this platform.
Right.
So you can see that you're not alone.
Right.
But we're going to help you get to the exhale point. But we got to talk about why we're standing in this.
Right. Call to the carpet.
Call it to the carpet.
Call
it to the baby carpet.
Call it to the baby carpet. If y'all was tuned in earlier, it was so funny because Erica called my runner the baby carpet over here.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. Like I was just being creative with my words.
But it's funny because I wanted to say this. So sometimes I be wanting to say, what is the dang on Primatine miss when you need it? If you know from the 90s. Who remember them Primatine miss commercials? Baby, that's the 90s. I wasn't on Primatine miss, but baby, now I'm realizing sometimes you need that extra. Because, the older I'm getting, I'm realizing. Some of y'all can't breathe. Them lungs, you got to open up them lungs. Yes, open up that, all that dive, open it up.
And stop short breathing. Because a lot of us come through and we're like, if you notice someone that has anxiety or like if you see somebody and they're just talking and this and that and that, okay, they're short breathing. They're on the verge of hyperventilating. And some people walk around like that 24/7. So much so that when they get on the table and I'm like, take a nice good deep breath from me. And they be like, I'm like, and I was like, no, let's just go ahead. I need to see that whole belly. I need to see it expand like a newborn baby. And it's hard for people. It's hard for people.
So speaking of hard, why do you think so many women, especially strong women, feel like we have to earn rest? Like we can't exhale until everything, and I mean everything, is handled.
Is what you said earlier, not supported, not properly supported. And so when a person is not properly supported, they're going to naturally take on and overextend themselves, overexert themselves to the point of exhaustion and collapse. Has anybody, like by a show of hands in the comment, has anybody just said, okay, if I just get this one more thing done, one more thing done, then I can lay down and I can go to sleep. But I only got so long to do this before I got to get back up in the morning and hit it again. And before you rub your feet together good, and before them eyelids go, you already out. That's exhaustion. That it's called sleep latency.
Show them hands in the chat or type me in the chat. Saying. This is a no judgment zone.
No, we listen and we don't judge at all. 100%. I've been there, done that. I've had days where like I'm just trying to hit it, and I know when my body is telling, not just my aura ring, but when my body my heart is skipping a beat, or I'm just like, wow, like why can't I not think? oh, that's oxygen deprivation. I wonder why, because I'm not taking the time to breathe. I'm just going.
And that's
And
why
I'm
I'm taking
going.
a step further. You know, when you said, if I can just get this one thing, well, then we flip it to God and say, God, well, if you just let me do this, don't
One
me do that.
thing, yeah.
Just one thing, God. I promise I'm going to do. Then you done start doing 2 more dang on things. Look, let me raise my hand. See, I'm putting me in me in the chat. Let me put my exclamation marks. Yes, because baby, that's me. Baby, I be turning to the Lord saying, Lord, if you just let me get this, I promise I'm going to get some rest. I promise I ain't going to do this again. And then here you are again.
Again and again and again. And so not until you stop and acknowledge what you need and the support system that you need, and ask for help, and not just ask anybody for help. Know with discernment who to ask what for and when.
Like your village.
Yeah, you gotta have that village, because we all know we got that one good girlfriend that's good at party planning. That we got that one good girlfriend or cousin or whatnot that's good at just showing up and being there and being a listening ear. You have to know where your supports lie, just like a good building. The support, the structure, the frame.
The structure, the frame.
You got
and those beams.
And the beams, the support beams are everything. And without them, everything else, that whole facade of crack, that whole front fascia starts showing like cracks in the facade. You'd be like, what happened? Yeah, it was pretty yesterday. What happened? No, it's because women and people don't have those proper support system. And when they don't have the proper support system, it dominoes back in the mind, body, and spirit. And by the time they start showing the cracks, it's already a little bit past.
So what are we really afraid will happen if we finally let it all go? If we stop holding it all together, stop being the strong one and just say, I'm not okay. And throw your hands up. Like, what?
And not to interrupt you, but some people, what I've noticed over my 20 years, and as well as in my personal life, is that women, but large in part, are the support for their family, their friends, their jobs. They're the backbone. So they figure if they take a day off or if they take a break, one of two things is going to happen. Everything is going to collapse. Everything is going to fail. And then 3, they're going to, once they get through taking their break, they got to come back in and clean up everything and rebuild everything. And so they feel like no days off for me, because if I sit it's a negative feedback loop. It's a negative feedback loop, because when you go down or that support system goes down, everybody
else,
like
a domino, if everything starts falling.
Exactly. And everybody that is being supported by that main person has got to pick up their responsibility. They got to pick up their piece. They got to pick up their part. And so if you taking the time and needing to just stop, reset, and replenish, I'd rather people do that than fail and go into exhaustion or have a nervous breakdown.
That makes sense. Yeah, I got a different take on it. I love that. But I'm gonna take it here.
I'm
gonna see
ready.
if you pick up.
I'm ready.
But maybe we're really afraid of not being able to control the outcome.
That part.
Yeah, notice how I said that and turned my head.
I was gonna say that too. That's a part of it.
That's part.
And I say that because sorry, TikTok, I don't know what's going on over there, y'all. I got some technical glitches going on today. But y'all, I'm sorry, but
no, you're fine.
I was wondering if you're gonna pick up that sometimes I just like to be in control. I don't think I'm a control freak per se, but sometimes I like to control my outcomes, because as long as I'm holding it all together, I can manage how things look, how people respond, how I'm perceived. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with me tonight.
No, Liz coming up through that throat chakra. Don't let Take your time.
But the moment I let go, I have to accept that I can't control the outcome anymore. That people have to see me for who I am.
Come on through. Y'all pull that out that throat chakra. Come on. Pull that out that throat chakra. That's why you're literally that. Okay, perfect. This prime example. Chakra balancing, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you feel like you got a frog in your throat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it won't go away. You don't sat here and you don't sip, you don't cough, you know, everything. That's the truth coming up from your heart, deep in your heart chakra, coming up and slapping into your throat chakra. That's why because you're breaking new ground and speaking your truth. You're speaking that which scares you. You're speaking that which you are on the verge of growth.
Yeah.
So
I got the excuse.
I'm just saying, this is a perfect example.
Oh goodness,
That's perfect example. And the moment you're purging, that's what you're doing. So as you purge that out of your heart chakra, and it gets out and through and verbalized through that throat chakra, that cough gonna go away. You be like, what?
What had happened was
frog jumped over here and then left.
But it goes back to stop always want to be in control of things.
Yes.
It's okay to let people see your flaws.
Yes.
Sometimes we feel like you said, we have to be the strong one. We feel like, oh, I can't let nobody see this weakness because they're going to use it against me. That's why I was saying, my dear, I had as you were talking, I was like, but I got a different perspective, which is good because we shouldn't always agree.
Right.
And that's what we're here for. When I bring people on to give, there's no right or wrong answers.
It's different.
Different facets because everybody has a different walk of life. Yep. What you reading over there? Look, we know.
Somebody commented, I'm over here coughing with you.
Come on, Truth.
Come on, bring it out.
Truth.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Yes. But y'all, it's deep. When she was talking, I kept thinking, y'all, I know what my issue is with this. I want to be. That's why I kind of turned my head. I was going to see if you was going to pick on that I was talking about me. I was trying to just make it seem like it was everybody else. But I said, you know what? And I am sometimes a strong person in the group or whatever. Not all the time, but I know I am one of them.
Right.
But I will say, when I look deep inside, I'm like, I know what my issue is with this. I want to be in control of the outcome.
Yeah.
So that explains a lot. So we talked a little bit about earlier, you work with the body and energy every day.
Yes.
What have you seen people physically carry when they're emotionally overwhelmed? What is the body holding on to that the mouth refuses to say?
The body will show all the way around your shoulder blades. So from the top, making that C all the way around, knots. And I tell people, when your shoulders look like they finna start touching your earlobes, that you're holding all that stress.
Like when it's like this.
When it's like this. Or when I tell people, if you have like long earrings like what you have and beautiful, if you find your shoulder grazing those earrings and knocking them about, oh boy, it's time.
It's time to come see Miss Erica.
It's time because it's you're holding struggle, strife, stress, and grief.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say that again.
Say that again because I was like,
say
it slow.
You're holding struggle, strife, stress, and grief.
Okay.
All the way around those shoulder blades. That's the Chinese all through there. That's where I call that's the Chinese medicine meridian for like the lungs. And the lungs, when they are when they hold on to that chi, that energy, and it's stagnant and it's downward spiral or it's negative, that's where it comes out as struggle, strife, stress, and grief. So like I'll see it in people's shoulders. I'll even see it when people are limping because they'll hold tension in their hips, and their hips will be kind of uneven. They'll be completely uneven, and usually by the time it gets in the hips for women specifically, that's the emotional junk drawer of the body.
Oh wow.
The emotional junk drawer of the body is going to be your hips and your lower back. So all of my ladies that have lower back pain, and I don't care if you have even had epidural, from having kids, it's the same thing. Like it will knock off your root chakra, and it'll knock off how you are grounded and how, like, your foundation of how you're walking through life. So people, it shows up in multiple different ways. I even had a client, she was so prim, proper. That facade was A1 day one. Do you hear me? But when she took them shoes off, them pinky toes was sitting up like this. The pinky toes were preening like she's doing high tea, but it's her toes. I said, oh, well, do we have, have your, and I was asking the question. I knew her toes hadn't been broken before, like both of them. No, that's where she was holding and hiding her stress, because she can put her Manolo Blahniks or her Louboutins on, but I can even start to see, even in the wearage of her shoes, that's where she was holding her stress. Just pinky toes, preening. Okay. So it's everybody, like, there are commonalities, but everybody's body is different, but they have different commonalities in terms of how they hold stress.
That makes sense. Like for me, it's my mind.
Busy.
See, I gotta be, like I tell people, because I was so related to being a creator. My mind is always going, but it always starts in my mind. My thoughts start racing. What if this goes wrong? What if this doesn't work out? What if I miss my calling? What if I miss my mark? What if? I've already, Erica, lived 10 damn outcomes that haven't even happened yet.
Not even 10. She said
about 10.
Not 2.
Now it's about
7,
10.
but 10.
10 outcomes that haven't even happened. Okay. Child, that's that mental overload. I'd be like, what is it? Then on top of that, creating stuff, but I'm still got all this in the back of man. When I say my mental file cabinet be like boom, 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 close it. All you hear slam, 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 open, slam, 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 slam. Now you notice you didn't hear a lot of open. I just said slam, 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 slam. Not, I didn't even hit, another thing you didn't hear. You didn't hear me excelling. I didn't hit the delete button. Like recycle. This needs to go away.
Right.
I'm just saying, just moving on.
Yeah. Filing it away for later.
Yeah. So that's why I was saying, like, mine. Like, I've come up with all of this.
Yeah.
I like, you just come up with all these. Anybody else out there come up with about 10 to 20 outcomes and something hadn't even happened? It starts in your mind. I know I'm not the only one that this starts in the mind. So does this start in your mind as well? I just want to know if I'm the only one.
No.
Because, baby, my mind be just going. It's constantly on.
I call mine break check.
And I think that's why I be telling people, like, I know I gotta have it because I'm always jumping. And then you can tell when it's really bad. If you've been around me and I get to talking really, really fast, like, you could tell my anxiety is like, I'm just, oh. You'll be like, I get a lot of people say, slow down, wait. And if I jump, and if you really know me, I would jump to 10 different conversations. You'd be like, wait, what are we talking about? That's how I know it's in my mind.
Gotcha. And it's just different programming. It's different programmers running at the same time. And you're picking up, you're pausing one to pick up another one. And then you circle back around. You circle back around and you complete. Yes. And then certain things you'll be like, oh, that's later. But I want you to ask yourself, is there one particular instance or anybody that said anything to you as a child that started I gotta do all these things? What's the origin story? Well, what I'm asking you, what's the origin story for the first time that you felt that way?
That is a good question. And the reason I say that is because it's true. I honestly don't know if I can answer that because I've never been pushed to have to do anything until I got an adult to make my life the way I wanted. Does that make sense? Like, I was always given things as a child, so it was never you got to do this, you got to be perfect. Like, that was never in my upbringing. Right. Like, it just wasn't.
But even that, take that, reel that back. Where, like, I'm gonna ask you this: where at what time and what was going on in your life
Mhm.
when you say, I gotta lock in and I gotta do all these things to keep up with the creation.
Now it wasn't. Let me say this. It
Mhm.
probably. Now I'm taking it not to my childhood,
Mhm,
but I
mhm.
think when I started working in corporate America is
Yeah.
what did it for me. I mean, I'm gonna be
I
honest
was just
because
gonna say
Boom,
that.
boom.
because I'm gonna be
Boom,
real
boom.
at
It
home.
wasn't like this when you were young.
No, it wasn't like Keita grew up. Like I didn't. When people want to bring up my child, I promise. Like I'm not
Yeah.
brag, but I had a good. Like I
Yeah.
didn't want for any. Like I don't know. I didn't. It didn't even have to work. I didn't have to do anything. But when I
Yeah.
got in corporate America, and now I see
Mhm.
what black women always talk like you got. It's almost like that push to be better. You gotta be
Yes.
better than them to get the raise,
Yes.
to get the. And it's a lot of time that I was rejected,
Mm-hmm.
and so. And I'm just gonna keep it real that I just stopped applying for stuff. I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna keep my focus over here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good with what I make. Yes, I would like to make more money, but guess what I told myself? You good. They ain't stopping nothing.
Nope.
I live the life I'm living.
Yep.
I'm good.
Exactly.
But at the same time, it's hurtful because it's like you proving yourself, you training people that's
Mhm.
getting a job that you apply. And it's almost like,
Right.
oh, this what we doing?
Mhm.
But so I just see it what it's for, and I just say, God, if you just keep allowing me to be in this position, I'm here for a reason. I'm just gonna keep giving them. They know what I can do. They know what I can produce. That's why they always coming. But God has not taken
Right.
the life that I want to live from me,
Right.
because I've been obedient where He's positioned me to be.
That part.
But to be honest with
Yeah.
you, like in childhood, that's the one part of me, like I was never pushed, like you got to make good grade. You know, it was just
Right.
something that was always just in me to be like,
Right.
I want to be as
Right.
smart as I can be.
Right.
But I never really was like, oh, there was never a belt that, oh, you made a C, or, you know, you're
Mhm.
not good. And like, I never had those from my
So
parents.
So you said it's basically, so what I'm hearing
Mhm.
is that seed was planted by the external corporate America.
Yes, when I
And-
went into
and-
corporate America straight out of
yes.
high school.
And that is
Mhm.
that's why I said what was going on in your life, and at crucial times in our lives, so like 7, 14, 21, 25, different mile markers
Mhm.
of like maturity, that at that point in time, your value system,
Mhm.
you already knew exactly who you were.
Right.
You knew you knew your personal value, and you knew what you were bringing to the table because you were nurtured well. And so with that nurtured well and going into that corporate environment, that is not friendly to us.
Mm-mm.
It's not friendly.
And I'll be honest, it's not.
It's not.
It's going straight in it from high school, like
school.
graduating and
Yes.
going into that, and then trying to
Yes.
go to, like I did go to college, but
Mhm.
then I was, okay, let me just, for those of you that don't know me, let me break it down to you like this.
Mhm.
So after high school, I did attend college, but I started working at Cigna Healthcare.
Mm.
So it was a struggle, you know, to climb up the ladder. But then they
Yes.
started making it a little bit easier. Like I might didn't get every job, but Cigna started making it to where I was climbing. I started in customer service. Then I went to, think it was adjustments. I wanted to get off the phone. So
Yep.
I did have some people that saw the value in me a little. But then
Mhm.
sometimes it's like, oh well, we're gonna give it to this person.
Ceiling
And then it
effect.
was just like, you know, slowly
Mhm.
they would push me in, but I was always had to wait. It was always,
Mhm.
you're good, but you're not good enough.
Yep.
But then I started climbing, it didn't, for one moment, it started taking off.
Mhm.
So I dropped out of college because when I went over to, after I went to claims, at Cigna, I went to the corporate side. And from corporate, I just like
Got
started moving. Then it came that halt to me.
Yep.
Before I got laid off. And it was like, oh, wait a minute. I'm thinking
It's
I'm
the
making
carrot.
real money. At this point, I'm cooking $40,000 a door. And I'm like, oh, they in college. And I'm thinking, you know, that was good money to me back then. You know, keep in mind, I'm at this point 20, whatever I am.
Right.
And I'm like, wow. But then the door gets closed
Mhm.
because I get laid off. But I would say for me, and I was always grandfathered in from
Right.
experience because I have all this healthcare experience.
Right.
So that helped. But then also now you starting back over. You not good enough. You go work at this company. You working your way. Oh, you apply for the lead position. You know everything. People come to you. You wrote a manual back for you. Done put all these policies and procedures in place because you done been in corporate America so long. You know that everything. Like I told you, I like structure. So
And
I'm
you
good
know all
at it.
the
I know
parts.
everything. So I'm gonna get you a manual. I'm gonna put everything together. Then it happens. Oh well. No, the kicker is when they hire somebody that don't even know.
don't even know.
And you sit, so then I start sitting back saying, oh, well, you had them. That's the
Right.
manual. They
Training.
figured out.
Yeah.
But you want me to, now I just act like I don't know. Because I'm like, been here, done that.
But that's so what you just described is the corporate structure for teaching Black women and educated Black women how to hold their breath.
Yes, because that's what I'm saying.
Literally.
So this is what I'm talking about. When you're not able to exhale, you just keep going through the motion, and you try not to let that rejection sit in you, because you just have to tell yourself, okay, I know I'm better than this. Because you have to. This is when I talk about on this podcast about encouraging yourself, motivating yourself, because nobody else is going to do it for you.
Correct.
We talk about these tribes, these friend circles, and all of this, but I'm going to keep it 100. It starts with you. Yes, we need people to pour into us, and I'm not saying that you don't, but you got to learn to do that for yourself. Because on that job, nobody vouching for me, so I had to get up every morning and tell myself, girl, you can do this. And now that I think about it, that was a form of affirmation. I just didn't know. Like now, we quit to say, I do my affirmation. I didn't know I was doing that back then. But I'm getting up every morning and tell myself, girl, you got this, get it together, go to work. You know, like I didn't know what that was called back then, but I'm saying little chants to myself, being like, girl, you can't let them see you sweat. You can't cry. Like, get in here. And this is when we were going to the offices, a lot of people work from home, but you got to get up and face those, their rejections. I don't want to call them devils, but you got to get in, face those rejections, the people that's not rooting for you, because everybody's not going to clap for you. No. You may know your stuff, then you may be degree down over the wall, down under the wall. But guess what? Everybody is not going to see their value in you.
And the corporate world is set up off of patriarchy. So like women of all different backgrounds, like women in different ethnic groups have different, ceilings, glass ceilings that they hit. But it's just like when you can see it and you can see the promised land and know that you have everything that it takes to get there. That is that's an admonishment or a way of like dangling that carrot in front of you.
The goalpost
keeps moving.
It'll move somebody. I just be like,
but that teaches people how to reserve themselves and how to not speak their truth. Because if you speak truth to form and let them know, hey, I see what you're doing, but I'm gonna pack up and I'm gonna move over here, then you would get labeled difficult, hard to work with, unmanageable. They have all these different terms and stuff like that, but it's psychology. It's corporate psychology. And anybody that is in the chat that has worked in HR or politics knows the playbook. Like there is a certain decorum, there's a certain etiquette, bite your tongue on certain things.
And if I'm quiet, I'm too quiet today.
What?
How you too quiet? And I'm listening. I'm just saying, I'm nodding my head. I'm like, okay.
I'm being intentional. I'm listening intentfully.
Yes.
I'm taking notes.
But I want to ask you this. I want to go back to the mind, because I got a question about that.
Okay.
If in your experience, when the mind is racing like that, are we truly responding to reality, or is it that nervous system trying to rehearse in that fear?
Is nervous system trying to rehearse in the fear. It's trying to your nervous system is trying to find the best outcome and the best eventuality. And so it's running all different eventuality. It's like not Tony Stark, but Doctor Strange, when he was sitting there for what was an end game, and he was sitting there with the time stone and trying to figure out all the different eventualities where everybody makes it, and he finally gives or seems to give up because he said this is the only way. That's what your nervous system is doing. And it starts in the mind, because it's and that's why I tell people, we listen and we don't judge. When I hear people saying this, or when I see it in action, I always have them to acknowledge it first, and then let's walk it back and see how it's showing up in other parts of their life, in their body, in their mind, in their spirit, in their soul, and how it's showing up and how they interact with other people. Because how you interact with other people is going to boomerang back to you, and it's going to be confirmation bias. And if a person says, oh, this is just hard, okay, you're going to find the next person that's going to agree with you and say, yeah, this is hard.
Mhm.
No, like, okay, this is not hard. This is challenging.
Challenging.
This
Mhm.
is challenging.
We have to change our wording sometimes.
Verbiage.
The verbiage.
It's
Mhm.
intent, be impeccable with your words. Four
That's right.
agreements.
Yep.
Be impeccable with your words. And it is no like way that things can get in your way and impede you and stop you when you do that. So to button that back up, it's your
Mhm.
nervous system.
The nervous
As your nervous system running on overdrive, trying to keep you safe.
That
But
even-
at the same time, it's a negative feedback loop. You have to stop and say, okay, am I ruminating on this? Am I making this problem more difficult?
Mhm.
Or am I literally trying to like soundboard it, get it out of my mind, my heart,
Mhm.
and actually see things for what it truly is? Or am I working myself up?
Because sometimes we like that working ourselves up, that what I like to call that emotional camouflage. We just want to let me work myself, cover it all up.
Mm-hmm.
So we look like I talked about it, we look like we're got it all together.
Yes.
We're managing this well.
Yes.
We're internally thinking to ourselves, we're telling ourselves,
Yeah.
oh, we're good, but that's that suffocation.
Yes.
So that
Pushing it down.
suffocation is pushing it, and then next thing you know, you shrinking on down in your chair
Mhm.
because that camouflage
Mhm.
is sinking on down with you.
Mhm.
So let me talk to listener land just for a second. I want to know, are you out there protecting your peace
Mm.
or are you protecting your image?
Ooh. One more time for those in the back.
Are you listener land? And for those of you that are new here, listener land, are you, my live audience, I like to call y'all my listener land, are you protecting your peace or are you protecting your image? No explanation needed. Like we said earlier, we listen, we don't judge.
We don't judge. Mm-mm.
Now, there's times I've done both. And I'm going to keep it 100. I talked about that earlier.
Mhm.
Sometimes you just want it to have it all together.
Mhm.
But now I'm realizing it's more important to protect my peace.
Correct.
That's not something I've done all my life.
Right.
And to be honest, some of this stuff we all are just now doing. We just here protect your peace. We're actually learning what that is because so
What that
long
means.
we've had to be, like you said, the strong, or we had to hide
Mhm.
behind the shadows of other people. We had to do all this stuff
Mhm.
because if you did too much, you were what's the word I'm looking for? You were being braggadocious. You
Yeah.
were doing all of this. If you do too much, it's like you can't win for losing.
Mhm.
You're not humble enough.
Mm.
It's always something.
Mm.
So I want to know, which one are you? Protecting your peace
I'm
or your
always
image?
protecting my peace, honey.
And was there a time that you protected your image?
I most surely did, and I paid dearly for it.
It
I paid
cost
dearly
you.
for it. It does.
Yes. So we unpacked the weight that we've named, the pressures, but I want to pause right here because this is just not what this whole episode's about. We just about what's breaking us.
Yes.
At what point do we start talking about what actually helps us to breathe again?
Yes.
Now we covered a little bit of it, but at what point should we just start talking about having these conversations? Like, okay, we're starting a conversation here for you to have that conversation not only with yourself,
Yes.
but also with your tribe, your friend, whoever you need to have this conversation with. But what does that look like for you?
For me,
Mm-hmm.
it's once a month.
Mm-hmm.
I do what's called Sister Circle. I have 4 friends
Mm-hmm.
that we get together and we break bread. We break bread and we have break conversation.
Okay.
And things like that. And also I make it a point to say, hey, we're not getting together to commiserate. We're getting
commiserate.
that's a
Misery
difference.
loves company.
Exactly.
See, I picked on that real quick.
Because it's in the root. Commiserate. You're communing in misery. Commiserate. Commune misery. You can come together and vent. And venting is getting it off of your system and finding different eventualities and different actionable items to change, whatever's going on. And doing that and just having the moment to even just get together, even if y'all ain't getting together just to talk about whatever, get together and just do something fun. I tell people like all the time, let's go do something that's like unapologetically like, let's go have a good meal. Let's go have some knee slapping conversation fun. Let's go do something like knees prevent, knees allowing. Let's go do a fun activity that brings us sheer unadulterated sheer fun.
I like that.
Fun. And if all else fails, I'm like, look, I got a rage room on speed dial. There's 2 of them in
I
that
need
room.
one. Then we gonna throw the axes and stuff. Like,
you can do
that.
axes. You can break plates.
Oh yeah, I need
all that
stuff. I need to
stuff.
go break stuff.
And then they clean
Yeah,
it all
let's go
up for
box.
you.
I always take it to the violence. I want to go boxing. I need to. I need to go boxing. Don't you want to go boxing? Kid, don't you want to go boxing? Look, she'll be
I will
like,
watch.
Look, I always come up with some foolishness.
And you always come up with something.
Look, I come up with
I be trying to.
She said, let's go
It's
paint.
gonna be fun.
Let's go paint.
It's one. I don't know if we can get in. I think it's one on Gallatin Road by that Regents Bank in that little plaza.
It is.
Yes, can anybody go in there? We gotta have a membership.
I think you gotta have a membership.
No, you do. I offer the call because she don't want to go.
No, because I know somebody who goes over
ask
there.
them, can they get us in for one day?
Oh, no.
Count and ask them. I just want a box.
I mean, just get it
Let's
out.
just try like a rage room or something first. I don't know about boxing.
Look, I need to throw these hands.
Ooh, come on, throw the hands. I mean, but it's
look how
constructive.
Look, I'm trying to see it's working. So I get her my little look. Yeah, it's gonna help me, right?
Yeah. It'll let you get it
I'm
out.
gonna burn some calories while doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, we gonna be in there sweat. We gonna share some calories. Boom. I know how to. Yes, I can show you how to bob and weave. Yeah, I've been learning.
I'm just like this whole bob situation is literally
let me
bobbing.
stop shaking for my fedora fall out. No, but I won't add this to the equation. Like you see, we like to keep it lighthearted and fun over here, but serious at the same time. So, is it fair to say that most of us don't actually start breathing again until we're sick and tired of being sick and tired?
Literally.
Like,
literally.
I'm just like, I had to say that because sometimes it's not gonna happen till you sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Let's take it one more step further in that same vein. Sick and tired. People don't realize how they're breathing or not breathing until they get a head cold, or until they get a sinus infection, or until they get an upper respiratory infection, or they catch COVID, or this, that, and the third. And they're like, oh my God, I can't breathe. And I'm like, oh, that Vicks vapor rub, it's working, huh? You trying to get it all down in here now, huh? Oh, okay, yeah.
Baby, I so wanted to excel when I had the first round of COVID. I was like, Lord, I can't breathe, help me. Get me out this hospital. I got to go home. I can't die here, Lord.
But it's just like when you stump your pinky toe. You don't even know that bad boy is there. You be like, oh, this got some nice paint on you, but you stump that pinky toe. That pinky toe gone.
Well, why did I just tense up? Because you got me feeling it. I'm like, ooh, Lord, yes. But that's what breathing. And tired of being. So why is it that when we get to our lowest point before we finally listen to ourselves and our bodies? Why is that?
Rock bottom. That's classic rock bottom. Classic rock bottom. When you at your rock bottom, ain't nobody else there but you. Me, myself, and I is all I got. That's what I found out.
And no need to cry. What's the word?
I'm gonna be my own best.
I'm gonna be my own best friend. See, y'all. Now look, let me tie it into mixology, music, and trivia. See, you need to be able to finish them lyrics. May the 29th. Yes, it's going down.
That's a good one. That's good.
That is a good plug one. That's good. Baby, I'm gonna plug this damn event. Y'all go on out there to Eventbrite and get your tickets. See, I need to learn. Oh, that's gonna be I might throw that in there. See, somebody gonna win a prize off that right there. So I'm gonna put that in the trivia. So it might be that part that you need to know.
Hey,
what other song you got? Because then I want to sing.
Because I'm just saying, but it's so.
Oh, and it will be karaoke that night too. I'm just saying.
It is karaoke.
We might you know what?
That's gonna be nice.
We can sing something off the Wait to Exhale soundtrack.
Please.
So please come on.
Please.
This is gonna be such a vibe. I can't wait. I have curated something good. I can't wait, baby. We're turning all the way up.
And if you're on Spotify, literally you can look up. I've created like a playlist because I was felt like when I was preparing for this, I had that feeling what we were talking about before we started, like the whole Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. If you are looking for different things to help you release, if you're on Spotify, you can look up the playlist BPS Waiting to Exhale Mix, and it has like all of those from that time period. And that whole, I put it in there. So you can.
Was sitting up in my room on that soundtrack.
Yes, it was.
Sitting up in my room, about to exhale. Them ain't the words I know, but I'm just tagging into this episode.
Oh my
You gonna sit up in your room, you gonna exhale.
Randy gonna be all over it. Oh my God.
You gonna exhale and you gonna come out.
Yep.
May 29th.
I'm just
Mixology, music, trivia, Meridian Street Cafe.
Come on.
6 to 10 p.m. Okay, let's get back onto this.
Okay.
But maybe it's also because we like to tell ourselves it's going to be okay. We're predicting that things are going to be okay. Because it goes back to what I was talking about earlier. We're still able to negotiate the outcome. You know, like I think we still, right before we get sick and tired of being sick and tired, we're still in that negotiating stage. Well, okay, I got it under control. Until rock bottom hits, like you said, and it makes you realize that I ain't got no choice but to deal with it.
Right.
Either I'm going to breathe or I'm going to suffocate. Which one you going to do?
That part. And at the same time, it's like you have to have that moment with yourself where you are with yourself, when you're by yourself, and you can look at that woman or that man in the mirror and say, what do I need to feel safe and secure? And safe and security is going to open that up and allow you to breathe. Because some of us have, like what you were saying earlier, we've become so accustomed to holding our breath. And even when we get to that promised land or we get to that finish line, we move our own finish line. We move our own goalposts because we're just kind of like, well, I can do more. Well, let me do this. Well, and that just prolongs the holding of the breath.
That makes me think of something. We don't give ourselves grace.
There you go.
We extend grace to everybody else except ourselves.
Correct.
So you have to give yourself grace. And to your point, stop moving that goalpost. And as I was saying earlier, stay in those moments. Give yourself a hand clap. Pat your own self on the back. We're quick to move to the next account, move to the next thing, the next thing. Some kind of way we I'm not even sure how we got here in life. I think because everything becomes so fast-paced. Everything has to be so fast-paced.
Yeah.
That microwave generation, I don't know if we'll ever go back, like I said, because everything is so fast-tracked. We need this now. We got to have it now. I don't know if we'll ever go back to where we can just stop and, as they say, smell the roses.
Correct.
Are we ever going to get back to that point? But even if the world doesn't get back, I'm going to say this. I'm going to lean in when I say this. I want you to get back to it. You know, it doesn't matter what's going on around you.
Right.
You need to learn to get back to that place. And I'm going to do that myself more. Is get back to that space where you just hear from yourself. Like I said, we're always moving and grooving. We always moving and grooving. Oh.
And just like you just said, you came off of vacation mode.
Baby,
put it in your brain.
I'm still somewhat twerking and everything.
Oh, come on, twerking in Cabo.
But you know, that's what it was, twerking in Cabo, baby. I had a time was had in Cabo. Cabo Tales 2026, a book, a video. It's
wow. I'm gonna read it. Just saying, I'm gonna read it, I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna listen. Oh my God.
Listen and don't judge.
And don't judge, honey. This is my listen and don't judge phase. So if I ever send like y'all like emoji of this, that's me. I listen and I don't judge. Bless. Yes, this is awesome. Yeah.
Yes, because we have to be able to learn how to breathe. And it's just small steps. So Erica, is somebody listening right now who is realizing, wow, I've been living in survival mode? Where do they begin? What are the first practical steps they can take starting tonight or tomorrow?
Take a sheet of, it's simple. Take a sheet of paper and a pencil or a pen. And it needs to be physical, not just a note in your phone or whatever you can put down. Take a sheet of paper and write down today's date and write down what you're grateful for.
Okay, I like that.
Today. What, like, I don't care if it was the ham sandwich you had earlier. I don't care if it was the Chick-fil-A or whatever, or if it was a cup of coffee, or if it was somebody just giving you a nice compliment. What are you grateful for? What nice thing are you grateful for? It doesn't have to be exterior. It doesn't have to be somebody else. It could be something that you did for yourself.
Right.
Gratitude. I literally, and I'll take a picture of it and send it to you.
Okay.
On my bar. Soon as I come in the door, like that's in the kitchen area, I have a huge mason jar, like glass mason jar, with nothing but gratitude notes in there. Little post-its, love. Basically, they're love letters to myself. Time stamp, dated. I sign it. Fold that bad boy towards me, put it in there. And so every time that I walk past that, I'm like, oh, I didn't do my gratitude today. I might know it, I might think of it, but it's something different when you can write it down and put it into physical form and get it out of here and get it out of here. And then you can see it. So on the hard days or on the difficult, challenging days, you walk past that bad boy and you know, hey, I'm doing all of this, and it's for something good. And I do have things to be grateful for.
Most definitely.
And even with that, you'll start to breathe a little easier.
I like that. Let me ask you this. What are some simple everyday practice people can do to regulate their nervous system? Because I know I was talking to, because I know I'm not the only with that nervous system. We just running. So what can we start doing daily to slow that down? It's not going to happen overnight, people, but we just going to give you, or Erica's going to give you a tool that can help.
One thing I will definitely say, and I know it's challenging. I ain't gonna say it's hard, it's challenging. But finding a time that you can go to sleep at the same exact time. Start your wind down. Start your good night ritual.
I don't know what these producers in the back over here, but I'm gonna be looking for some new producers because
no,
you might need to repeat that.
Not to repeat. Okay, repeat it again because I was distracted.
Somebody needs to hear that.
Bedtime rituals, and you can customize it. Mine. I start out literally after I get out of shower. I make myself a nighttime tea. And so I'm sitting there, I'm drinking my little tea, ain't got no stimulants in it. It's just calm my little baby nerves, like this baby carpet, but it calms my little baby nerves. And I make sure that I don't watch nothing that's going to stimulate me. Like if I know it's like Real Housewives of Potomac or Atlanta Housewives, like I'm watching Portia, I'm like, nah, let me just go ahead and turn that to something else because I'm finna get on 10, like looking at drama. So taking that vibration down to one of peace and calm. And if you have like Alexa around, you can literally set a bedtime, with Alexa, and she'll just start playing music for you. She was like, and now is the time for you to start winding down for bed. Night.
I be working. That's might get my best work done.
Sometimes I do that too, but I'll write whatever or get the idea started. Like Michael Jackson. What Michael Jackson used to have, like, tape recorders in every room of his house because he knew he needed to prioritize sleep, but he needed to wake up and write that idea down because he said that if he didn't write that idea down, God was going to give it to Prince.
Yes, baby.
He's gonna give it to Prince. So that was his way.
See? And if I don't write this down, God gonna give this to the Breakfast Club and to
No, because they don't do.
Look. I know. I'm just throwing it out. See, I got to stay on it because see,
But I mean,
No,
but
but I
there's a way.
do take care of
There's
myself.
a way
though.
to do
So that's
it.
why when I go
to work
break,
it
I
out.
go break, and then that other person I be breaking with, they don't like all this. Not gonna say
Mm.
he doesn't like social media, but he be like, we in this moment.
Yeah.
Put
Right.
the phone down.
Yeah.
Like
Being
I don't
in the
care.
present.
Like I
That's
be
part of it.
y'all, I be
Yeah.
wanting to give y'all content, but then I realize my marriage is more important than y'all. Honey.
That part.
Like he gets like I'm always gone, or we always working, we always doing something. So when we get to spend time together, it's us. I give y'all little snippets in there, but honey,
It's
be
so
there.
much fun to be had behind the scenes.
Baby, only if y'all knew the cut up that he be cutting up. Most time it don't even be me, but he just doesn't.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not that he's trying to have everybody. You know, if you know us, you know us.
Yes.
You see us together, but
Yes.
it's just more like he ain't into all of that. He's like, I want to enjoy my vacation. I want a camera in my face every 2 seconds. But let's take a picture of this. Let's do this. You know,
Right.
some stuff has just been meant for us.
These eyes only. Mm-hmm.
And he had to remind me one day, he was like, you gonna put together, look what they do. Like I'm filming versus enjoying the moment.
That's right.
And
I was like, oh, I need content. Because you know, you hear this word content. Make yourself relatable. But then sometimes you gotta say, screw relatable.
Mm-hmm.
My family come first.
That
you
part.
know.
Because that's more relatable.
And hey y'all, shout out to Too Short that I saw in Houston Airport. Yeah, he had a concert. He did a gig. Look, I'm all in his all in his. Y'all know how I do, baby.
I'm sorry,
Hey,
I got
Too
one of his
Short.
like.
I told you I shot your I Am Count Scales podcast. Told you to tune in on Monday. Did you tune in or where you at? Okay, anyway. Yeah, I saw him at the Houston Airport. But anyway, it'd be a lot of stuff going on, y'all.
But yeah, just being present.
Yes.
And so setting that bedtime ritual, setting yourself up for success, and those ideas and things like that, if they come in, write them down and move on and get back into relax. Because I kid you not, your productivity and creativity will go up even another notch when you are fully rested and you wake up. I wake up, honestly, since I started making sure that I go to bed by a certain time, I wake up before my alarm clock even goes off. Natural alarm clock. Natural. You know? And I wake up so much more vibrant, ready to go, hitting the ground running. My resting heart rate ain't through the roof. Like, oh my God, I gotta do it. And it's like, rise, hear the birds, hear the hearts and stuff.
I always know, give me an extra 15
Let me go ahead and do this.
I be like, I need an extra 15 minutes.
Every time we hit that snooze button, that's a front. That's that aches my soul. It
15, another 5.
And that's all you do. It like every time we hit the snooze button, mentally or physically or whatnot, we're raising our blood pressure. We're making ourselves more stressed, thinking, oh, I can just get 5 more winks.
And you're really not, and I'll be honest, you're really not getting 5 or 10 or 15 more minutes because you're too thinking, am I gonna miss that alarm?
Right.
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it 100. We really not. You might as well get up when that alarm go off.
Yeah, and go on about your day. And you can take a nap or you can take a siesta, whatever.
Yes. So if there's one thing you can leave with someone who is tired of holding it all together, they got to cover all these spots. What would you tell them about finally allowing themselves to exhale?
I would tell them that they are worth the breath. They are worth the breath in their body. They are worth and not just there. It's not about worthiness. They deserve it. They deserve peace, and peace is going to bring in prosperity. So everything that they're fearing, everything that they're trying to control, the outcome on all that stuff, when you release and let go, it comes so naturally. So just, you deserve peace and joy. And so if you can build in, I don't care if it's 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 15 minutes of just focusing on peace and joy and letting the whole world fall to the wayside, that changes your life. It does. It really does.
So what I need you to do is type exhale if you're done surviving and ready to start living differently. Yes. I need to see a lot of exhaling because I told you we're going to exhale tonight. I'm ready to exhale. I've been ready to exhale. Sometimes we may not get it right. And that's the truth. Sometimes you have to start over.
And it's okay.
And it's okay to keep starting as many times if you have that you have to, but guess what? You better exhale every chance you get.
And there's an old African proverb, where there's breath, there's life.
Ooh,
Where there's breath, there is life.
Let's say that together. Y'all at home, say it. I'm going to count down to 3. We're going to say it together. 1, 2, 3. Where there is breath, there is life. I want to say that one more time. I feel like somebody didn't catch that. Let's say it one more time. Say it one more time. 1, 2, 3. Where there is breath, there is life. Oh, I like it. Erica, thank you so much for coming back to the couch, for pouring into this space, and for reminding us what healing is truly about. Something that we don't talk about a lot is something that we live through one breath at a time. I appreciate your wisdom, your work, and the way you help people release what they didn't even realize they were carrying. Before you go, tell the people how they can support you and stay connected.
So you can find me at my website at www.bpswellnesscenter.com, as well as you can follow me on Instagram at Body, Psyche, Soul Wellness Center. That's Body, Psyche, Soul Wellness Center, as well as our Facebook page. And if you also need another way to reach out and get in touch with me, you can also reach me at via email at bpswellnesscenter at gmail.com.
All right, y'all. Y'all keep up with her. Now, y'all already know I can't let you go without reminding you the mixology, music, and trivia is happening May the 29th. This is your night to step out, connect, vibe, and experience something different.
Yes.
Music, energy, trivia, and a real community all in one space. If you've been saying you need a break, this is it. Grab your tickets now on Eventbrite before this sold out. Y'all help me sell this event out. Don't just hear about it, be in the room.
Be about
And
it.
of course, shout out to the Closet Experience Boutique. Our experiences, we see you, we appreciate you, and we invite more of you to join the experience, because it's not just fashion. It's not just fashion, y'all. It's an experience. Go to theclosetexperience.com, use code podcast, PODCAST, and get 10% off your next order. Step into your confidence, elevate your style, and express your evolution with what you wear. The Closet Experience Boutique, what's in your closet? Now let's get into this real talk. Tonight, we talked about something most of us live but rarely admit. We've mastered the art of holding it all together while quietly falling apart inside. We talked about what it means to be the strong one and how sometimes the strength turns into silence, pressure, and emotional camouflage. We talked about overthinking, how the mind can create entire scenarios that hadn't even happened yet. What are they doing at it?
Man, everywhere.
And how exhausting
it can be.
It can be to live that type of life.
Yeah.
It only creates fear and more fear.
Yeah.
But here's the real gem. Not every season of your life is meant to be survived in isolation.
Right.
Not every burden you've carried is yours to keep carrying alone. Some of us are not tired because life is hard. We're tired because life is just heavy. We are tired because all of that heaviness, we haven't learned how to breathe intentionally. We just keep adding on, going with the flow. We breathing.
Yeah.
But notice I said intentionally. Of course, you're breathing because you're living every day.
Yeah, survival breathing.
Yes, that's sobriety.
Short breathing.
I like the short breathing that you talked about earlier. And the truth is, strength without release is not strength at all.
No.
It becomes suffocation. The silent killer.
Yes.
So, if this episode did anything for you, I hope it reminded you of this. You don't have to wait until you break to give yourself permission to breathe. You don't have to earn rest. You don't have to negotiate with your peace. And you don't have to keep performing strength to be worthy of softness.
There you go.
At some point, what you got?
What you just said. I need that to be said one more time.
And you don't have to keep performing strength to be worthy of softness. At some point, you have to choose yourself loud to hear it over everything you've been surviving.
Mhm.
It's safe to exhale, even if everything isn't perfect yet. Peace is not the reward, it's the decision.
I like
I
that.
hope they
I
got
need to
that.
put that on a shirt.
Ooh, I got some shirts coming next week.
I'm
Y'all
just
gonna get you
saying.
one. $15 to $20. Go on and drop your cash app now. I
I'm
am
just
Qiana
saying.
Scales. IAMQIAN. What do you spell my name? QIANA.
It's late, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
was like, what was I spelling? That's my cash app. Let me say that again. Yes, see, God to just pass the collection plate over here. Because, baby, we got you exhaling out there.
Yes.
Let's keep helping the people help the people. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe
Yes.
to the I Am Qiana Scales YouTube channel for more real talk, real people, and relevant conversations. No
Yes.
gossip, just gems.
Come on.
This isn't just a podcast. This is a whole movement. And I
Yes.
want you in the space every time I go live. Why am I laughing?
Because it's life.
I
Look, you
want-
breathing.
Yes.
You breathing.
I want you in
Look,
the
she
room,
ain't-
people.
She ain't choking no more, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
She breathing.
I'm breathing, y'all. And I want you to breathe too. So, y'all, thank you for tuning in. And I'm on another vacation next Monday, but we will be back on the what's the next Monday after
The
that?
14th?
The
18th.
18th.
The 18th.
Whatever it
It's
is.
the 18th.
Well,
It's
next
18th.
Monday, I need you to just go ahead and watch this episode again. Go on and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Get caught up on all the episodes because, baby, we're going to bless your life over here.
Yes.
Real talk or real people, relevant conversations. No gossip, just gems. See y'all next time.
I love it. I love it. Yes. That was good. That was good. That was real good. I think yes.